As recordings. Good evening and welcome to episode 85. As always, we'll start with our gratitude attitude. So, if you'd please gently close your eyes, take a deep breath. As you exhale, relax your body. Take one more deep breath. As you exhale, let all the stress melt away from your body. Take another deep breath. This time, completely let yourself go. Now, think of one thing that happened in the past week that you're thankful for. Once you identified that, think about why you are thankful. And now let's set it free. If you're by yourself, say it out loud what you are thankful for and why. If you are with someone, tell it to each other. All right. So I was at a party over the weekend and during our idle chatter, someone asked me why I meditate and what's the purpose. They continued that if meditation brings 10 minutes of peace in my day, I thought, it's been a while since we looked at why we are getting together every Tuesday. So it would be nice to look at it again. Surely we want to find that peace within us on a daily basis for however long that we can find it. But the purpose of the practice is never the practice. What do I mean by that? Let's say you decide to climb Mount Kilimanjaro. Now, unless you are used to climbing 14ers, climbing Mount Kilimanjaro is no small feat, especially on the last day. The first few days, it's relatively easy. But on the last day, You're supposed to start your climb around 9 p.m. or so. You will reach the peak just around dawn. You take your few pictures, and then continue with the descent for about 4 hours before getting to a camp. That's not easy day for anybody. You'll essentially be on your feet for 10 hours or so. So in this case, you'll start conditioning your body before you head out to Tanzania. You begin a daily exercise and probably weekly climbing practice. The purpose of this conditioning is not to get good at conditioning, but to prepare yourself for the climb on Mount Kilimanjaro. So our daily meditation practice is supposed to condition us for our daily worldly activities. Let me give you an example. Let's say you buy a 10,000 piece Lego puzzle or a jigsaw puzzle. That's a lot of pieces. It will take a few days to complete for sure, if not few weeks. Now you begin to organize your pieces in different piles, right? You say this corner goes here, this corner goes that. And say you spend 30, 40 minutes, maybe an hour doing that. But if you spend next 23 hours breaking what you already built or mixing all those pieces which you have separated, what's the result? Next day, you got a bigger challenge on your hand. So when we meditate, we are trying to find that peace within us for sure. But the bigger purpose is to make sure that we carry that with us throughout the rest of our day. We want to be centered no matter what life throws at us. And that's the real purpose of our meditation. Getting grounded within ourselves. If during our meditation practice, say you had a rough time concentrating on a particular day, but after meditation is complete, you can be kind and loving towards everyone who comes across you. That's a successful session. On the other hand, if you had a peaceful meditation where you came close to enlightenment, but after the meditation, you have difficulty showing compassion towards anyone, that's an unsuccessful meditation session. And of course, there are health benefits of meditation that we have discussed before, right? They include it reduces your stress, lowers anxiety, improves your self-awareness, and so on. So in a nutshell, meditation leads to a peaceful mind. It puts us in a relaxed state of mind, both physically and mentally. So before we begin our today's meditation, I want to remind everyone that we talked about this 10 by 10 practice before. Try to take 10 deep breaths 10 times every day, right? Maybe once an hour. Each breath comes from your diaphragm. That's another important thing. Put your hand on your stomach, and as you breathe, your stomach should expand. So take a deep inhalation. You'll feel your stomach expand. And when you exhale, you deflect your stomach. Try to reach your stomach to your spinal cord. And your exhalation should always take just a little bit longer than inhalation. So if you inhale for 4 seconds, maybe exhale for 6 seconds. Even if you're in the middle of a project, just stop and take 10 deep breaths. Very important. And the easiest way to do this is just put an alarm on your phone to have a reminder, right? When you take these breaths, be sure to focus on the sensation of your breath at your nostril. It will calm you down in the middle of the day and bring you to a center if you're having a difficult day. So, in today's meditation, as always, we'll begin with a focus on our breath. Once we settle down at our hearts, let's try to imagine that our mind is this deep ocean. Our thoughts are waves on the surface. Did you know that the natural duration of your thought is less than 1/60th of a second? So if we don't pay attention to them, they'll subside on their own. These thoughts seem to be uncontrolled. But as we go deep in the ocean, there is stillness away from this waviness of thoughts. So let's try and focus on that stillness of our mind. If a thought arises, just acknowledge it without trying to chase it and stay in the stillness of your mind. So that's the idea. If you are ready, let's begin. Get into a meditation posture, cross-seated position. If you are sitting on a chair, keep your legs straight. Make sure your back is straight, spine upright, shoulders leveled. Gently close your eyes. Keep your mouth just a little bit open. So any tension you may have in your jaws will dissipate. Put your palms in your lap, right over left, thumbs gently touching each other. Take a deep breath. As you exhale, let all the stress from your muscles melt away. Take another deep breath. As you exhale, see yourself completely stress free. Now, bring your attention at your nostrils to the sensation of your breath. Feel the cool air as you breathe in. Feel slightly warmer air as you breathe out. Keep your attention at sensation of your breath for about a minute or so on your own. Now, bring your attention at your heart. Feel the peaceful nature of your root mind at your heart. Let this peaceful moment bring the next peaceful moment. Remember, there is nothing to do. Nowhere to go. Just enjoy. Imagine your mind is this deep ocean. Thoughts are like the waves on the surface of that ocean. Waves come and they dissipate. As we go deep in the ocean, there is stillness away from all that waviness. So let's focus on the stillness of our mind. If a thought arises, simply acknowledge it. Don't chase it, and it will dissipate just like the waves on the ocean surface. Enjoy the stillness that is your root mind. If a thought arises, just acknowledge it and it will go away. Keep your focus on the stillness of your mind for the last minute or so on your own. When you're ready, gently open your eyes. Any questions?
I think Neeraj, you very well summarized. I think I'm gonna bookmark this episode for my one, because this is it's always good reminder why you need to do this.
Yeah, because we've been doing this and it's like, why are we doing this?
Yeah. No, it's it reminded me actually. I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but I want to take a pieces of your this episode and probably do it in one of my staff meeting. Just do a
Go
before
for
we
it.
start a
Go for
meeting.
it.
I know there are a lot of it's a combination of different cultural things, but I just need to. I think meditation is such a universal thing. It
It's a
doesn't really
mainstream
matter.
now, right?
Yeah, it's very mainstream. So I think
And
I think
we're not talking any religion, right? So just
yeah.
peace of mind.
Yep. No, absolutely. So I think I'm gonna. This is one of the one I will bookmark it. So for definitely.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. We'll
Let me
we'll upload it tonight, so you'll have it tomorrow.
Yeah. No, let me try it out and I'll give you feedback.
Yeah,
See how.
please. Please. In fact, Sapan, Chiti, when she was in undergrad,
Mm-hmm.
they it was during COVID, right? So kids were all frustrated as well, and she was helping younger kids how to cope with school as part of her job,
Mm-hmm.
mentoring thing, and they introduced meditation to help the kids, kind of cope with a lot of things that were being thrown at them. So
Yeah, I think that's really good. Yeah. I'm trying to see if Sayoni has something like that. I think earlier I'll get these kids into this, better it will be. Um, but it's one of those things they have to have it from inside.
yeah, I think if you just do 60 seconds or 2 minutes max with
Minutes
them,
of
right?
yeah. That's what I think. That's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
awesome.
Cool. All right.
Stop recording.